Hey guys, it's Megams again for Satisfaction in the Kitchen. Today I'm going to be making some roast chicken. So here we go. First you'll need your chicken. I got about a 7-pounder here. Then you're going to need some veggies. We have to chunk them up. So there you go. You cut them up into chunks. We got some onions, some garlic, some potatoes, some carrots, some lemons, and some celery. So go ahead and cut them into nice big chunks and throw them all in. You're going to throw them all into your cast iron skillet. Oh, if you don't have a cast iron Dutch oven or a cast iron skillet to cook it in, you can always just use a roasting pan and just cover it with some foil. I love the lid of this particular Dutch oven because it's got the little spikes that let the juices just drip right back onto the chicken. Tastes really good, nice and juicy. So go ahead and make your bed of the veggies. Just leave out the garlic and leave out the lemons. They're going to be used for something else. So you got your nice bed for your chicken. And now for some spices. You're going to have some salt, pepper, Old Bay, Italian seasoning, cayenne pepper, and whatever other seasonings you like to usually season chicken and veggies with. Whatever. So just put a light dusting of salt and a light dusting of pepper on top of the veggies because they're going to get run off spices from the chicken, so you don't want it to be too salty, but you want them to make sure they're going to get nice and seasoned. Now grab yourself a little bowl and you're going to put some seasoning in the bowl, mix it all together, all your spices, because we're going to be rubbing this all over the chicken, and you don't want to be touching the chicken and then touching the containers with your gross chicken hands, right? So this way it's a lot easier. That way you just grab a handful of seasoning, it's all mixed up together, and you just rub, and it just works. So go ahead and mix that up a little bit, and then we're going to grab our chicken. So go ahead and tuck the wings under, because when you tuck the wings under, then they're less likely to burn. And plus it looks nicer, doesn't it? So anyway, grab your lemons, slices, and you're going to shove them all up into that cavity, because that way you get that nice aromatic. It's really nice. So don't overstuff either, because if you overstuff, you'll get an overdone bird. Not anything you want. Go ahead and, put a little garlic up there too. Again, aromatics, makes it nice. Love it. Now, once you're done sticking them all up in there, you're going to grab your spices, and then you're going to proceed to rub all the spices all over. Just give that chicken a nice rub down. These spices are going to just soak all up into that skin and make that skin really tasty if you eat the skin. If you don't eat the skin, then it still makes the meat taste good. Cut some slits into that skin if you want. Yeah, I know that kind of looks wrong, shoving up into the cavity like that, but you're going to want to make sure that you season the inside too. Just makes it nice. Get all the nooks and crannies. Just make a few slits into the skin if you want to make sure it gets into the meat. Then we're going to go ahead and do the optional part. I took a Lipton Onion recipe mix and I mixed it in about 3/4 of a cup of water and pour it over top. It just makes another nice little added flavor. If you don't want it, you don't have to use it. Anyway, now that our chicken is ready, we're going to go ahead and put our lid or our foil on top. We're going to put it into a 325-degree oven for between about 1.5 hours to about 2.5 hours, depending on the size of your chicken. Mine was a big old 7-pounder, so it took about 2.5 hours. So I took the lid off, and this is what I got. So it looks pretty done. But let's not go by looks. Let's go by temperature. I'm going to stick my thermometer right into that breast. Then make sure it's about 165 to about 175 degrees, maybe even 180 if you're really worried about any, buggies or diseases or whatever. Make sure you stick it in the breast, in the full biggest part, and make sure you stick it in the thigh, because we want to make sure that both the white meat and the dark meat are both completely done. Don't want any problems. If you don't have a thermometer, make sure you make a nice slit in there. Check the juices. If the juices run clear, it's done. If you need it a little bit longer, you just stick it in a little bit longer. And go ahead and grab something a little bigger to work with. I had a big chicken, didn't realize it was going to be quite so big, so I put it on a small plate with a small fork and a small knife, of course, but it worked. cut all up into it. See all that nice white meat? That's what you're looking for. No pink in your white meat. So don't forget your veggies. Make sure that you eat these veggies too, because they got all that chicken juice all up in it. Delicious. It's nice and soft and they taste really good. There you go. Well, I hope that you enjoyed. I hope that you make this. It's simple, it's easy, and it's delicious. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.